Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard with a somewhat nondescript painting and a desire to play with my tools to do something more exciting than what I have here. And I'm not sure what that's going to be, but if I start, then I'll know. I want some white to add into that. Some purple to add into that. And some green color shift from folk art to add into that. And I'm going to take my tops out of my way as best I can because they're everywhere. And yeah, I'm going to do that too. I need something else. Looking a little peacocky, somewhat. I think I'm going to go back to that again. Ooh, that's perfect. So now, if I have an edge catcher around here, if I want to use it even, I'm going to do so. Let's see what happens to those colors when I just tilt them. See how many of them I can keep. I like that the stripe is still there. I like that I can tip them down. I'm not beyond using black at this point. I don't want to tip them all so that they will lose, so I'll lose any of them. I want to keep them all. I'm also going to scrape off whatever paint I have from my edge catcher and put it back into the painting. Then I'm going to keep going with my crazy ways. I left my paints out last night, so I have to be a little careful right now that they don't completely explode out. I do think I'm going to give myself permission to use some black. I think I'm just going to give myself permission, period. When do I not? They're saying. Yes, I know. What else? I think I need to get a skewer out on deck. The wrong way, the right way. I've got a balloon rolled up. I believe that I have never just taken a painting and completely sacrificed it in quite this way before. And it's okay, because it's just a start. And I've always wanted to see, what I could do as far as composing goes without any rules. Picking colors I like as I go along. It might be all the colors in the rainbow. It might be too many colors, who knows. But I have been doing this long enough so that I think that if I give myself permission to tilt, I've also got chain, I've got all kinds of other things. To use, if I so desire. That is not the color I was really expecting. That is a lot closer to it. This is just fun, this composing thing. I'm going to stop my paint from flowing off and or use it to cover the side. Kind of want some white there now, because I think the white is always a good catalyst. If I put a puddle of it. Oh, by the way, the canvas is a little floppy, and if your canvases get a little floppy, get yourself a little spray bottle and stick some rubbing alcohol in there. Spray it on the back of the canvas, put it in the sun, and in a few minutes it'll tighten right up. So that is pretty cool. I'm liking that a lot. I'm caring less and less about what happens to the painting and behind as I go. And that's okay with me. I'm just getting to use colors that I love, and that makes me happy. Right where I want them. Happier still. I'm not minding that little bit that's left, but chances are good it won't stay. I do have an alternative edge catcher in case I want to salvage the wet paint on one and not schmutz it up with the other. I can just run my paint down in a pool, rock my canvas, and then throw it right back on again. That is stellar. I'm loving that. That's pretty cool, I gotta say. Be your own biggest fan. Don't let people mess with your head. You can always change things. In my opinion. There may be somebody out there who disagrees with me. There always is. I think it's time to give myself even more permission to just get down and get funky. I like the white. I think I'm going to take advantage of that. I might like some more black. There's GAC 800 by Golden, which prevents thick paint from cracking as it dries. And I love my GAC 800. I don't think I would be that happy without it. All that paint's going to roll down again, and I'm going to send it all back again, and then as it rolls around, I'm going to tip it where I want. That's probably going to roll right down into this area, but I'm thinking that it'll be okay. I wonder if I have red metallic. I kind of want some. Maybe I'll do this instead. I didn't go as far tipping wise with my my stuff down here as I was planning on, so I'm going to stick a skewer in there and let it roll over the edge. Now this, in theory, this should not crack, and whatever's left behind is still looking kind of cool. I'm not unhappy with it at all. I'm going to quickly see if I can let that go down there and shove it back. Whoops, not that far back. I can also at any given moment drag some of this out, and I would kind of like to actually different look than with a basting brush or a skewer. I think some more of this right over here, and maybe some of that, and some of that. It's nice to have something in the background so you don't really have to worry about what comes next, as far as having to fill anything in. That is what I mean. I'm going to take whatever's on my finger that came off the chain. You know, honestly, I want that orange right there. And every time I put the one on, I want to put the other on. So I'm going to do that, even though I have a little bit of schmutz there. Till you get an awful lot on, you shouldn't have to worry too much as she makes brown. Oh well. Now my edge catcher is unusually in the way. I'm not seeing too much in there that I actually want to change to awful bad. I do want to grab the paint on my edge catcher and throw that chain. You can clean your chains in rubbing alcohol, little tins of rubbing alcohol if you want. Where do I want this? I want that right there. That came right off the edge catcher. Nice and bright. Got some really neat colors, textures. I'm going to take the rest of it and use it to pull this slightly schmutzy spot down. And steal a little paint, hopefully. And use what's on the skewer to go right over the edge. Actually, I need to steal a whole bunch of that right now. I need to add a whole bunch of that right now, so it matches. Doesn't have to, but it's nice if it does. So I can put a little paint right on my skewer. Add that right there. I can fill in anything I want with white. I believe this is a 12 by 16 canvas, but it could be 11 by 14. I don't have a measuring tape, so let's see. If that's 10, that's 10, so it's probably 11 by 14. And it is also probably going to need, ooh, I love those cells. There's no silicone in any of my art. In any of my paints. Yes, I'm so infatuated, I'm like completely and utterly distracted. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to tip that hopefully the wrong way and not lose too much of what I love about the rest of it. Once the paint is spread somewhat, you can keep a lot of things. And as far as keeping things go, there are a bunch of different methods, obviously. I gotta wipe my spatula off. I didn't clean everything in my bucket. When I went in the house and came back, I didn't clean. So, now I'm sans tools to a point. I'm gonna let that go right over. It's amazing that those two gold colors are similar because it's been a long time. I'm very tempted by a little bit more of that, but I'm also thinking that I'm almost done doing anything here. And that whatever I want to do, I could do with the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst Spatula, which is, by the way, available underneath, show more, underneath the video on my Amazon link, should you so desire to go there. I like that purple, and I want some more of it. That's all there is to it. When you agitate paint, you will naturally almost always make cells, especially if you're using my recipe, which happens to be, after I put the GAC 800 by Golden in there, I use Deco Art Pouring Medium half and half with Floetrol. And my recipe is right under the video. And I'm going to give this a quick torch so that I can see what else I might want to do. But first I'm going to look around and make sure if there's anything that needs steeling, I steel it now. Or moving. And I'm not minding any of that. That's just really, really pretty for me. Although I do see that I do want something right there. There are turntables on my Amazon link should you be without and wishing to be turntabled. My book is called Because I Can. It's the first 100 YouTube videos I recorded for YouTube. Yeah, let's be redundant. And there's mica powders and all kinds of wonderful metallic paints and color shift paints and canvases of all kinds of varieties. There's tripods and things to finish your artwork, like the D-rings that I use are there, and the framer's tape to put the brown paper back on things. Sometimes I finish my artwork with a spray finish, which I pick up from someplace else, like Hobby Lobby or off the internet. In this last case, I think I want some black here because it looks like it could use a little freshening up. And that's not going to hurt me. I will be very shortly fixing this so that it's tight again. And I don't think that there's much of anything else I want to do to that because I think it's pretty beautiful the way it is. And then I say, yeah, then I lie. I just see something I need to add and change my mind briefly. But I'm getting closer. So what did I not tell you guys? I designed a whole bunch of really cool clothing all over print tees and awesome leggings, and Christmas is coming. So if you guys are interested in helping me out, you certainly can. This is very dark and not, I don't know, but I kind of like the difference. I don't know, it's a little hard to make up my mind about that right this second. Let's see if I have anything that I might want to do to that. Maybe not if it won't come out anyway. Oh. Evidently I haven't used that in a while. And that is kind of an interesting color anyway. It had a plug in its tip. Let's see if I like it. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Kind of do, actually. Got all kinds of paint in my threads. Check your threads so you don't get paint in your tips. Yeah, I don't mind that. I am going to use the black that's on my spatula and probably make cells. Knock the rest over the side. Hopefully I'm not going to change my mind about how I feel about that. I left one little tiny space with the other stuff. Let's do that over here. I got 4 seconds left. I do sell my artwork. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill in the air-conditioned comfort of the gallery room. I love you guys. There's over 80,000 of you. My paint pouring recipe is, as I may have said, underneath the video. Yes, I'm back at it. You just can't trust me ever. That's exactly what I do. But I'm not hating on what I've got either. So I'm not unhappy to be doing that. Yep, I don't think I ruined it. Yay. And I don't think I'll be doing anything else to it. Yay. We've got some really nice cells. I torched to release the bubbles in the paint. I torched to release patterns in the paint too, as you can see them coming right up over here. Try not to cook your painting. It's not nice to find bubbles in your paint. They pop and leave little craters, and or they make actual bubbles. Neither one of which are nice or fun or any of the adjectives I could use there. But this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, asking you to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be a contributor to the studio like many who have in the past, thank you very much to all of you who have contributed. Art supplies are expensive, and I do try and bring you guys a video or two every day. And so you'll be entered into a drawing at the end of the month, and you can see the prizes and hear the options. On the exhibition video in the last 20 seconds of this video, there is always an exhibition video, or unless something happened to me, there was always an exhibition video. You can always check there. If it's not there, you know what happened, something. Well, maybe you don't know what happened. But thank you guys for joining me. And PayPal, Patreon, or Zelly are all options. If you want to contribute, I'll send you a receipt of that and put you in the contest, which happens between the first and second weeks of most any month. And I love you guys. If you shop my Amazon link, I appreciate it. If you watch the videos longer or include the commercials, it's a really big assistance to me. And if you give me a thumbs up, it used to have meaning. I'm not as sure as I used to be about that anymore, but it's still a very nice thing to see. So thank you for the thumbs up if you're deciding to give me one. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, having just covered a painting, and I will continue to cover the pieces that I see that need to have covering, but other than that, I don't miss that other one at all, and I really like this one a lot. And I love you guys tremendously. So I will see you anon. Binge watch some videos. I've got 840 of them at this moment on the end screen, and even I like to watch my videos, embarrassingly enough. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully. Bye for now. Priscilla out.